Countdown is a show watched by millions in the UK and all around the world, and with a little setup you can bring it to your English classroom for superb creative spelling practice. I'm Will from Enchanted ESL, and in this video I'll explain what Countdown is, how to play it, and how to use it to make spelling and word formation a highlight of your classroom. If you're from the UK or are familiar with the TV there, you'll know about Countdown. It's a game show that has been going for over 40 years with nearly 8,000 episodes. 8,000! The show has two main games, the letters game and the numbers game. We're only going to be talking about the letters game because we're teaching English, not maths. The letters game has players try to make words out of 9 random letters. As a result, this is not a game you want to play with beginners. I've played it with lower intermediates and it worked pretty well, but it really shines with upper intermediates and advanced students. Fortunately, this game is completely free to play. You can play it with any class size, any age, and you can do it online or in person. To play, you need to head to incoherency.co.uk/countdown/practice. The link is in the description. If you don't have access to the internet, you can play with Scrabble tiles. But if you can get on the website, I really recommend it. It has a built-in timer and gives you answers at the end. So let's hop onto that website and see how it works. The aim of the game is to make a word with the highest number of letters. Players get 9 letters which are chosen semi-randomly. This is done by one player saying either consonant or vowel. Let's say they choose consonant. They're given a random one, in this case N. Now they say a vowel, and they get a random vowel, O. If you choose to play with Scrabble tiles, separate them into consonants and vowels beforehand, then turn them all face down. Now you can draw from each pile when revealing the letters. Keep going like this until all 9 letters have been revealed. There must be at least 4 consonants and 3 vowels. Now the countdown begins. Players have 30 seconds to come up with the longest word possible using the letters provided. You can only use each letter once. Proper nouns and abbreviations are not allowed, and of course the words must all be in English. Players should write their words down. Later they may be asked to prove that they actually came up with the word and are not just copying somebody else. When the time runs out and you enjoy that classic countdown music, everybody stops writing. Now, in turn, each student reveals how many letters they used in their word, but doesn't reveal the word yet. Let's say Tariq has a 4-letter word and Susie has a 5-letter word. Starting at the lowest number of letters, players reveal their words. Tariq says his word is gone. Susie says hers is gives. The player with the longest correct word scores as many points as there are letters in the word. So Susie gets 5 points. In the case of a tie, both players get the points. On the rare occasion that someone gets a 9-letter word, they get double, 18 points. If there's any doubt whether a student really came up with a word, you can check because earlier they should have written it down. What's really great about the website is you can hit the Show Answers button to reveal words that players could have made. Some of them are very unusual, but there are always words you can recognise in there, and quite a few you might have missed. Now play another round. To save time when choosing the letters, you can hit random fill and it'll automatically generate the letters. And you can change the time limit to 60 or 90 seconds to make it a little easier. Once you've played a few rounds, the winner is the one with the most points. Think you could use Countdown in your classroom? Hit the like button to let me know. You can adapt Countdown to suit your students' needs in a few different ways. First, if you have a lot of students, put them in teams to work together. The game show is played with 2 individuals going head to head, but you can play with 4 or 5 individuals or 4 or 5 teams. More than that though, and it just takes too long to go through everybody's words. Alternatively, make it a collaborative game if students don't like competing. They all work together to get the longest word possible. Or you can take part yourself and challenge your students to beat you. As you're an expert, you may want to give yourself a handicap of 1 letter less, so if you get a 6-letter word it only counts as 5. And don't worry if students struggle to make long words. Sometimes 3 or 4 is enough to win the round, it just depends on what letters come up. But you may find some students are particularly good at coming up with really big words. As a bonus, you can hit the conundrum button. This is a round in which you get 9 letters which are an anagram of a real word. The first player to figure it out and find the 9-letter anagram gets 10 points. This is really hard though, even for native English speakers, so I wouldn't recommend it with most students. Countdown is just one of the many games I use to get students thinking about letters. And if it seems a little difficult for your group or you just want an alternative, I adapted battleships to work perfectly with beginners and lower intermediates. So check out this video to learn how to play. But for now, I've been Will from Enchanted ESL, wishing you all the joy and success in your teaching. See ya!